just a little bit off the nub, a lot of time the tool ends up almost flush with the part right before the cut. The gate has a decent angle. Oh, yeah. Oh, no worries. No worries. No worries. Are you here now? Oh, I think when you're saying the examples, you're talking about when I was actually cutting it, right? So I was just trying to demonstrate the don't do two cuts. First of all, yeah, flat side against the gate for the first cut. If you don't have a lot of space, definitely. Agreed. Yep. And then flat side against the, flat side towards the part for the subsequent cuts. Whether you have double-sided or you have a single-sided, same thing. So doing multiple of these if possible. What you're saying is that you're not able to get that to happen because there's not enough room. Are you able to, what if, is it because you're trying to correctly move the tool all the way up to the throat? You're trying to, so I'll get the Tamiya ones. Wrong side of the gate. That sounds unlikely, but I'm not going to rule anything out. So for these, I'm going to try, let me see if I can find something that's smaller. You know, this is a big kit, so it's going to have big, long connectors everywhere. I don't know if I have another. That's oh, here. So this is from an MG. Plaza rack you picked up on Amazon. Works okay. It does. I just want to look at that just to know what you're talking. Oh, okay. Gotcha. That's considered a pliers rack. Interesting. Have not seen anything like that. You're going with the angle, but you need to be perpendicular. Rotate the tool 90 degrees. So these are the Tamiya double-sided ones. If you don't have enough room, if this right here is short, by all means, flat side back, right? So normally when you're cutting against the part, you want to eventually get down to this. But first, just start back here. Cut a bunch off. So here's a flat one. Just start as far away as you can, within reason. Then rotate around. And now I'm just going to start chipping. I'm just going to start slicing some bits of this off because it's so thick. And these are unsharpened. These are right from the factory, so I've not done anything to these nips just yet. But I'm just taking off multiple pieces because that's a big old chunk of plastic. I don't want to build up a lot of stress. And now I've done, what, 4 or 5 cuts? And you see there's no white at this point, even though these are the $30 Tamiya ones. Now I'll think about doing that last cut. Now I feel pretty comfortable with it. So I'm going to try to I'm finding the angle because this This piece here is not perfectly flat. It actually has an angle to its edge. So I'm doing like this, finding where it feels comfortable. Feels like that's about the angle there. Gonna bring it in. I want to cut somewhat towards the edge, even though it's double-sided, so it's gonna cut both ways, but I'm gonna focus on cutting towards the outside, or technically the inside edge of the piece. So I'm finding my angle this way. Finding my angle this way. It's right there. I just decided to rotate it in just because it feels comfortable to me. And just a really, really slow final bit there. And you see how dark that is? There's no white. There's almost no stress in the part because I cut most of the material off first and then cut slow. That actually turned out way better than I thought. Now this will probably need a little bit more trimming there. But that's very close to finished. Like Airfix and Tamiya models, the difference is that these require no, so like Airfix snap fit ones, the low end ones, these require no glue and no paint, the Mighty Shoe. Also, Makiyard, hello. You start marking your sprues, usually spend a considerable amount of time searching through the same colored sheets. I know, that's such a pain. That's such a pain. So here's what I've just started doing with this kit, or actually with the kit before it. So instead of marking the sprues, if you have space for something like this, it's a lifesaver. It's such a lifesaver. There's W. My T's are right here, and I can just put them back, and I can just move this around. The thicker sprues have enough space. The ones that have more parts, thicker parts, take however much space they need. I can put multiple in one. If I want to separate them out, I can do a T1 and a T2, but it's just so much easier and takes so much. You label these once, and then you don't have to label the sprues themselves every single time. But definitely organization. If you don't have space for that, labeling the sprues is easily the next best thing. Easily. Snap fit with extreme quality, yeah. Was doing only 2 cuts. Questions, are the God Hands worth it?
We survived.
The God Hands are worth it. There's a reason that people are willing to pay $60, $70 for these. Thank you, Fascinator. They are truly excellent. But, again, the Tamiya ones, not even sharpened yet, right out of the box. A not particularly forgiving type of material here with the gunmetal. Big cut way far away from the part. And because of the shape of that nub, I just want to take some big chunks off of it because it's daunting. All right, now I can start to trim. I'm going to take that big bit off there, and now I'll start to get in. Getting closer. I see that there's still some thickness. Take this edge off. And I'm being very deliberate for the demonstration. Cutting up a little bit from the other side, just shortening that down so that I'm getting black left behind. I'm not getting big white stress marks. Now I'm thinking about getting in closer to the final. I'm going to do one more, trim off some big piece of plastic. Yeah, I'm more comfortable with that. I'll do 2. I'm going to try to do 2 final cuts here. I'm feeling some pressure though. I'm letting that pressure go. Yeah, I got a little bit there, so I'll go ahead and go for the final one. Still doesn't feel great. This is going to have a mark. It's actually not bad. Could probably trim that down a little bit more. But see, it has a little bit of stress around the outside, but nothing in the middle. It feels pretty flush there. It's about as good as these tools can do. And it feels pretty flush, actually. This is not bad. And that's gunmetal, which will show issues always. These are actually better than I thought. And if I actually get them sharpened up, like this side, the right jaw is not good. Left jaw is decent, especially down low. Towards the tip, it's a little bit more dull. But yeah, giant block of plastic there. I'm just gonna start lobbing some of that off, and I let go of the part here because I don't want to be bending this. I don't want to put stress on the gate itself and start bending that. I want to let the tool determine where the plastic wants to go. Because if I don't, I'll start breaking the gate. And sometimes I'll do that subconsciously. Now I can start getting a little bit closer. It's just this giant thing. Because I definitely cut off way too much sprue there, but do 2 final cuts. That one, and then I think I'm ready to do the little last one. I might be able to do fewer cuts now that I'm getting more confidence with this tool. Yeah, that's actually not bad. Just a little bit left there. It's not quite sharp enough to trim, depending upon where I hit it. So I'll just finish that off with the X-Acto, because it wasn't able to get completely flush down there. But there we go. And it's going to be dark because this is gunmetal. That's unfortunately how gunmetal is. Use a generic set. Found it helps to use a hobby knife for more accurate cuts at the end. Generic cutouts are fine for first, but then advocate for something that is intended for plastic because of the angle on them. Can I do it? Yes, absolutely, chap, absolutely. So typically, just to save these, I've been using the cheaper God hands first for the first cut, which these aren't the cheapest God hands, but I will show you. I'll do this. I'll try to do the same thing. So I'll show you the goddess of God hands, and I'll try to be a little bit more natural this time. I'm cutting away from the surface at first. I'm gonna try to just do this naturally. Got some big pieces off, big pieces. Yep, I'm ready for the final cut. So again, finding my angle that feels settled. Wasn't quite all the way down, so I'll come and try that again. There's a lip there. Actually kind of cut it off. I am putting a little bit more pressure on the cutting side than actually sliced. I'll try that again. There's a little bit left there too. There's a little bit left on top. A little bit. Yeah, so I'll try that again. See if I can get something to be a little bit more natural. So slice, and this should work. Find the angle.
Super God level Gundam bro level.
Still,
this isn't
some
even
little
my
bit of
final
edge.
form. Do you not know that I have like 9,000 plus 1,000 PG,
Use your hand.
HG, Super Extra Robot Final Form Edition. Perfect grade.
Blood. Blood.
Thank you, Victorious. So then these are the $35 God hands. Again, same thing. Trim it down first. However many cuts that takes to trim it down without putting a ton of stress in the part. And I'll try to go straight for find the angle where it feels right, where it feels flat.
What?
And slow and steady. Especially slow is important. So these are the cheap $35 God hands. Not the cheapest, but they cost like half as much as the really good ones. And there's a little bit left on there, so I'll just use this like a knife because it's convenient. Or I could just switch to my knife itself. But when you're cutting hundreds of these things, sometimes it's more convenient to keep the same tool in your hand. But it's already there. And again, you can really see the difference. So taking it out of demonstration mode and trying to, definitely the God hands are easier. They cut more easily and take fewer cuts to do a better job, and that is why they cost more. Why people are able to cut. But taking it out of demonstration mode and just trying to do this as if I was doing it myself, I'll pretend that this is a part here. With these, I'm still not that familiar with this tool, so I'll be a little extra careful with it. Like, okay, I want to get this thing done today. I don't want to make a billion cuts. I still see how it's pulling away. That's a giant, super thick nub. But again, just pretending. There we go. I'll try to take that. Yeah, that's what I want to take right there. So it left a little bit, because that's not a nub, obviously. That's an actual bit of runner. So I wasn't able to get completely flush to the surface, but I was just trying to get it close. It lifted a little bit as it went. Order the SPN. Those are the best. The best. That's these. Do I still do Bricklink haul videos? Not so much. Not so much. Cut from the God hands. Same thing with the Tamiyas. So I went way too fast there. Got a little bit of stress in, but thumbnail that down. There you can see just the little edge where it broke off. Going extra fast. Hopefully it'll compensate a little bit. Yeah. I think you can still get a bad cut with God hands though. But it's sharper regardless. Now, if I sharpen those Tamiyas, they'll be better still. But the God hands are better, and there's a reason that people go for them. Entry kits are like $10. Explorer is $100. Is it $100 or $120? I think it's $120. Get them as low as $10. Yes. Yeah, this one's don't look at the price of this. This is the highest end of regular plastic kits. It's called perfect grade, but then there are multiple perfect grades. This is the one and only perfect grade unleashed. It's ridiculous. For a quick example though, my entry grades are hidden. except for this one. I just mentioned entry grade. This is an entry grade. This was $12 or $13 here. Super articulated. No work was done on this after the fact. No tools were used for this. This is as simple as they get. You can get them down to $10, $9, sometimes as low as $7. Next level up is high grade.
Use your hand.
Same size. Better level of detail. This one was like $17, I think this one was. 16, 17. And then size. Size matters and level of detail matters. This is a $35 kit. This one retailed for about 90, I think, 95. Because it's a special edition, super god level P Bandai master grade. This one I think was more like 85. But then this one over here that's about the same size as 55. The full mechanics ones up there, this and this are like 35, 40. 35 for the white and orange one. 85 now up to 100 for this one used to be 85. Now it's 100, 105. It's a very large and extremely detailed, almost like this PGU that I'm doing right now on the inside. That's about a $45. That white one's about $45. This little one is not a Gundam, but that was about $30. The middle one there is a high grade, was about 15, maybe less. This big one is actually, it's big, but not complex at all. But then back there, that's not a kit. That black thing is not a kit. It came mostly assembled, and its frame is made of actual metal, and that's $200. So it's all over the place. You're very welcome, chap, and I love it. It's all about hobbying, and it's fun. I love this stuff and learning. I love learning too. I love learning new stuff. I'm continually learning. A couple months ago, I was doing 2 cuts because that's what
Thanks, Jag. Appreciate that.
That's what I had heard consistently. You're supposed to do 2 cuts. 1 cut to take it off the sprue, and then 1 cut to trim it up. And it wasn't until I watched a lot of people who have actual experience doing it that I realized that wait, they're not doing 2 cuts at all. The 2-cut method is a lie. It is an absolute lie. People don't recognize it, but it is not true. It is as many cuts as needed to keep stress out of the part and make your final one nice and chap. No, I'm just here having fun with you. I'm just enjoying the hobby. You don't need to do that. Gosh dang it, chap.
Yes!
Wow. Oh yes. Oh yes.
That's pretty good. Wow. I will upvote that.
That escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand
Just
fast.
filled a
That's pretty good.
giant fluffy pillowcase up with kindness and just whoosh,
I will upvote that.
whacked me over the head with it after a wind up.
I will upvote that.
Thank you, chap. I know it's appreciated. I see that in your writing, and I'm glad. There's no, I feel no deficit here between what I'm putting in and what I'm getting back. This feels all right. You did not need to do that, but thank you. It's all good. Gosh. Chap with the 10 gift subs to Mabro, David 343, Vladimir, Irie Man, Raqueno, Garfa, or is it It's Garfield. It's Garfield. Ninja Pig, DK Rez, A Giant, and Waffle Doodly. Congratulations to each of you. Gosh. God. Just see my screen just exploded. Welcome. HG kits are so great. Cheap, yes. Easy to put together, end result still satisfying. And if you want to do more, you can. You can just do more if you want. You can spend weeks on an HG kit, a normal size HG kit, if you want to make it
Hello there.
super nice. EG is so good, you'd legit be okay if all Gunpla was EG. Thank you. Speak the truth. Thank you.
Thanks, Jang.
Every Gunpla stream you watch, you feel like you learned so much. Sweet. I'm glad. And look around. Look, there are a lot of Gunpla folks out there. Try different folks.
Thanks, Jang.
Gunpla subreddit has a link of recommended hobby shops in Canada. There you go. Extremely good as an alternative meaning for EG. I like it. Plan on glass filing all of your cuts. I used to do that too. I do very little glass cutting anymore since I learned that the 2-cut method is a lie. And I started doing multi-cuts, however many necessary, and then making sure that my tool is real sharp. Can't wait to get this properly sharpened up though. That actually helped already. Properly sharpened up. Because these were not doing bad at all. No, they're not God hands. But they're double-sided, which is supposed to be all wrong. And I get it. But guarantee a lot of people already have these. People who just build regular plastic models already have these. And if you already have them, I'm learning that they're very viable. More viable than I thought. Because everybody's always going to recommend the best stuff. But the best stuff is not the only stuff. And the best stuff does tend to be more expensive than the most common stuff. And that's why I went through buying so many different glass file sets. Because it's easy to say, oh, you should get the Razor set? Razor, is it? From Gun Primer. The Gun Primer Razor set. But their primary glass file is exactly the same in texture and function as a $1.50 one from Amazon. According to what I've seen from people who have tried both. Didn't get the angle yet. I had it. Thought I had. Oh, it's here? No, it's not. Where is it? Nope, that's not it. Where is it? It's there. Ah. It's kind of rounded. Getting inside is the tough thing, so I'm just gonna have to use this for now. Just do it real light. Nope, don't like that. There. Just try to remove the burr. That feels pretty good. It's a lot of burr. Okay, I feel it. And this is just honing. It's not properly sharpening. I'm not reprofiling it at all. I'm trying to use what's already there. Ooh hoo 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 hoo! It's actually better at the tip, but it's in the range. There's very little burr. I think I'm just gonna go horizontal for this. Yeah. Now this can be worked on. Oh. There's a micro edge that they put on this thing. From the inside. Or is that me? Yeah, this side's not as good. This side needs some work. The other side I'm not touching anymore though. It's as good as I can get for that hardness of metal, I think, for now. It could be slightly polished, but the edge shape is right. Yeah, this side's not coming through as well. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, I'm way behind. Appreciation. Carbon Eagle, hello. Secretly love smaller, few hour build Lego sets as well. Probably similar with Gundam. I can understand that. Easy to get a decent result if you want, but if you put in time, it's rewarded too. Should get the gun primers, bro. Yeah. Laser beams. Happy with just your HGs and basic efforts? Yes. Top coating does look tempting. Try it if you want. Just get a can. Spray try spraying just on the runner at some point. See how it feels. See how it works out for you. It's only gonna, yes, that helps. Interesting. Yeah, it's definitely that one side is cutting better than the other. But what if I change my technique? Nope. One side is definitely cutting better than the other. Still. It's almost acting like a single-sided cutter. Funky. Yes, it's way more smooth now, but still does have some crush effects to it. Right there. Obviously, that's not a gate. That's an actual runner that's been cut through. But just that one little corner there is not bad. I dig it. Definitely want to get more use out of these. More practice with them. Water jet cutting up parts, yeah. Story time and bedtime for kids. Good night, Joel. Sorry if I missed you there. I'm a little bit behind. Carcinogenic off-gassing. When you ascend to godhood, you'll no longer need hands. Same for chap, right on. You probably want more undergating. You want to be able to just paint on the runner without having to worry about cuts. Yes, please. Brooks Bricks, good night. Thank you for hanging out. Can I get if any VIPs around, if we can get a shout out to Bricks as well, who's a Lego streamer. Often does streams with others also, all together. Good times. Thank you, chat, for your alert.
Oh, thanks, Jay. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Aaron. Where is this? That's not it. This, no. Yes, this is it. That's weird. Mr. Robot Wizard, can you type any message? 2 hours. Genuinely nervous. Don't like that feeling. Thank you. Okay. Sorry I did not do that sooner. I thought I had. Clearly.
You're welcome.
No, you're welcome. and thank you. I got a shipping message from Lunar Toy Store.
Thanks, Jang.
I'm so lucky.
Oh, yeah!
Thanks, Jang.
Being a person in this economy? Snapdragon Built, hello, how are you? Got yours too? Good. I got Hyakushiki. He got Hyakushiki and Mark II. Yeah, Mark II, right? Virtue. Rip. Holding things together. All right. Use your retirement savings. Ouch. Painful, but not too far from reality. Estimated $2,500. Probably actually closer to $3,000 I'm spending between the pre-orders and what's about to be bought. Heading out? Right on. Thank you. Take care, Aaron. Thank you for hanging out with us once again. Have a good night. Nice, restful evening. Enjoyable, pleasant for you and yours. We'll see you around soon. Four Days Galaxy Explorers is supposed to arrive. Nice. One of the originals, the little one. So that's wonderful that you're going to be able to finally have that thing that you've wanted for the greater part of your life, but technically a better version of it. Topic of kits not selling out, maybe Zeta not being as hot. Looks like Bandai actually just actually anticipated demand. Does it? What another online retailer that shows stock numbers showed they had 60 Hyakushikis? Who is this? Gunzo? Have you had any dealings with them? Is this another one that I'm going to have to add to the list? Fallisk, hello. It's another one I have to add to the list to look at and see if they have other stuff that I'm looking for, like Gun Easy and well, Ball. Everybody knows about Ball. Or on your checklist, but stop checking them. Can't remember why. Like Robots for Less. BBTS, people crying a bit seriously. Sheesh. Mm-hmm. And they don't get much. Based in the San Diego area. Hello, give us your email. No. Why not? Because I don't want you to have it. That is cool that they show the actual numbers. Wait, how many Zetas did you say they had? 45 Zetas? They now have 4. Dude. They now have 4 Zetas. You said they had 45 listed? They also... Ooh! Squiggle! Squiggle! Squiggle. They are moving some numbers. That is wild. Who are these people? Hoping for tight. 47 Yakushiki sold in 24 hours. What? They got a PG unicorn. Three, thanks to you. Definitely still in demand. That's good. That's great to hear. I hope for only maximum success and just everything good for the entirety of the Gunpla hobby. There's just too much pure good in it, and I don't see Bandai being a predatory anti-consumer company at all. Quite quite the opposite, so I only hope for the best for them as a company. And hope that the goodness continues. Cool, very cool. I wish it was easier at the average Gunpla shop to look at all 1/100th scales, because they're not master grades. Some shops put the no grades, re-100s and full mechanics in with master grades when you look for master grade, which I appreciate, but some don't. Can't wait to build my Jagan though. I feel like I'm withholding something from myself. Thank you for the tip about this Gunzo place. Seems cool. Seem to have a pretty decent interface as well. What? Excuse me. I'll add them to the list. Gundam. Must confess you're shocked that Xeon classic suits aren't all instant out of stock. Got Gilgooks too. Going through the list, have 4 months to go. So far identified 434 kits that they've reprinted this year. Not including SD? Kind of looks like my uncle from a distance, yeah. Good story interface. One of the true unsung heroes of online shopping, definitely. Where do I normally buy these, aside from Target? You bought your first 2 from Target? From Amazon? I got some from Amazon as well. But yeah, there are some of the ones. I need to update that and put a lot more into it. Or just link it over to the Reddit or something. I need to write more. Affiliate links don't seem to really be the vogue right now in the Gunpla seller world, because Bandai cut profitability, I guess it was. Made it a lot more difficult for them to give kickbacks. Great Spirit Gundam. Seems legit. Alright, S6. This is Undergated for the win. Enabling is one of your primary functions. Sag? What are you Sag about? to see an HG Psycho. Hmm? Oh, gotcha. Isn't an HG Psycho similar in size to a PG? Hugs HG Psycho. Human taller size Neo Xeon, yep. Not supporting you however we can. Oh, I see, because of the affiliate link. Ah. No worries. I do have Lego affiliate links, exclamation affiliate. I need to add some of those for other countries as well. Stop by your streams, show your backlog closet. Wait, were you streaming today? Wish they made more megas. I want more megas too. Can't have all the things. I thought I saw you online earlier. Yeah, because you are on my follow list. What were you working on today? I feel like as soon as you say it, it's gonna... It's gonna connect, it's gonna resonate. I feel like I saw what you were doing. Beep, boop, time to build robot. Actually, it's a mech. Actually. This goes on the front. Ah, yes, it does. It goes right there. Look at that. Robot in the sky. Ah, look at that. This is going to have a movable armor piece attached to it. I'll be able to open up. Surely. Shinmusha. Okay. Black robe, large armor. P Bondi one. Ah. Right on. Right on. Can't say I personally am a fan of that whole series. I can't say I'm personally a fan of the style of the samurai styled Gundams. I like robots that have pew pews or focus on pew pew fights. The up close and personal stuff feels like a bit of a stretch. Just to me. I can totally respect the designs though. Comes with an old-timey gun, really? Like a muzzle loading type of early hexagonal barrel thing. Pew pew blade rifle. Those can be fun. But honestly, the blade rifles mostly end up being used for blocking up close. You know, it's like a block with the blade and then block, kick, and then shoot kind of thing. You weren't about to spend a lot of money? Yes. You're going to wait till the 4th. You won't be spending much up to the 150 to get the gift with purchase. So it sounds like in Europe, the gift with purchase is already active again, which is good. Good. But confusing and annoying if you're not good. Good. Liberty Prime from Fallout, or the giant from Call of Duty? Is that what you're saying? What? Was active at midnight in the EU. Good for them. Oh, but August 4th they throw in a pirate promo. Ah, let's get the pirate promo. Gotcha. Profit. How goes? Happy Sunday to you. How is life? Eyeing the regular release of Shinmusha for a while. It goes. So it could be better. I can't complain. Honestly, I've been productive. I'm in good mental spirits. Physical health has suffered a bit, as I have definitely slept way too little for too long now. I've needed the extra hours in every single day, and I've been using them pretty well. Getting caught up on a lot of backlog that's been just eating away at me for, in some cases, years now. But I'm not going to be able to continue that for too much longer. Kind of the hope is to be able to get through this year, but it's not going to be too long before I need to seriously slow down. You woke up, so your day went well. Okay. Had a good day, all right. Unrelated question, probably should have asked this offline, but since you're here now and I'm thinking about it at the moment, do you have any space in your clan by chance? This clan I've been in for quite some years has gone just about inactive, which I'm not mad about, but I would like to be in one that is a little bit more active. Had 2 pieces break on you for this. Oh, yikes! Oh, that's right. You had the scabbard or sheath for the sword. Was it broke? And you had another one also. You do. Oh. What are the requirements, or is there like how do can I what I'm trying to say is, you have to do the full "Have you ever had a dream?" read through and let him clip it. Dude, thank you. I don't know if you need like the full Bungie name now or something. I might need to send you a private message or something, but thank you. I think I saw a question though. Did I? I did. Why have I not been sleeping? Because I've been working. I've been needing to get caught up with, like I just said, years of backlog. And there just aren't enough hours in the day to do all that I need to do. So I've needed to make more. When you say we'll have to slow down, what might that mean for content and reviews? Don't say something like that. Because that feels like you're trying to pressure, like I'm already just barely doing enough now. And you're worried that if I get any sleep, anything close to a reasonable amount of human sleep, it'll hurt my content production schedule too much. What exactly are we talking about here? What is this going to do with respect to the number and speed of review production? Don't ask a question like that. It feels very, very stressing. I'm a workaholic. I will never be a lazy bum. I will always do all that I can, but at some point, all I'm saying is that at some point, I am going to need to do a little bit less than I've been doing most recently. A little bit less as needed in order to be able to live a life on an ongoing basis without collapsing and ceasing to be able to make any content at all. Can always do sleeping streams, right? Less content and reviews, maybe after 6 months or so, you could actually catch up. Holds up, Mike. Yes, Majora A Mystery here from worldoftwitch.com. When are you planning on reviewing every LEGO set in the history of the world, past, present, and future? Live a life? What is this live you speak of? I'm not talking about, you know what, I need to go travel the world. I'm talking about I need to trim the trees in the yard. I'm talking about I need to get my car taken in for a 6-month overdue recall. I'm talking about, I'm talking about I need to, I don't know, maybe see a couple of my best real life friends who I've barely spoken to in the past year.